Hi guys, welcome to my FM21 save, first one of the season, first day, just been launched today. I've played a few weeks on the beta, whichever way you want to call it, and the game's good enough, and I think I can sort of maybe have some saves. So we're going to have a few saves in store for you throughout the season. Just need to sort of let you all know that you've probably noticed already, maybe not. There has been a name change within my name. So normally I am Manager Marlowe, aka the People's Manager. I have now decided to change it and go with one of my nicknames, which is Mr. Cuddly. So hence we have in front of you Mr. Cuddly's office, which is where I am now operating from, Mr. Cuddly's office. So moving forward, a little bit about the save. We are going to do a save which is going to be called Sleeping Giants. So, name self-explanatory. I'm going to pick a team from anywhere from the Championship down to Division 2. I don't think there's any in Vanarama North or South. There could be. So we're looking for teams that have played in the Premier League before, and for whatever reason, they've slipped down the leagues, they've gone to the Championship, they can't get out, or they're in Division 1 or Division 2, Portsmouth, Sunderland, something like that. I have already got a team that I've chosen. They are a Championship team to start with, so this could be a little bit tricky because it's very hard to get out of the league. And not only that, when you do get out of the league into the Premier League, it's sustaining yourself, it's keeping yourself in the league. And not only that, you've got a budget to play against, and you don't really want to get the club in absolute debt. So it will be tricky. I don't know how long the save will go. There's a few projects I have in here that I'm sort of wanting to try, and this being the first of several. So the way this is going to play out is probably going to be sort of as we go. So if I'm a team from a Championship, which I'm going to be first, I think we should have a time limit of 5 seasons. That would allow me to get out of the Championship to get to the Premier League and at least stay there for a season. If I can accomplish that with my first team, then I'll be happy. If for whatever reason I happen to lose my job, very likely, within the first 5 seasons, I can go to any other team down any division bar except the Premier League that has been in the Premier League since its existence. So for example, if a team like Crewe Alexandra came in for me and it was my only option, I can't take it because they haven't been in the Premier League. If a team on the other hand like Ipswich, which meant I dropped down a division, I'm able to go to them. Once I go to the lower league, anything outside the Championship, it's unlimited seasons to get to the Premier League and stay there. So it could drag on, it could end quickly. It depends on the viewers and how many people are going to come and watch. If I'm only getting a few views, like 10, 15, 20, then the save will end rather quickly. However, maybe that's where I can rely on you to tell your friends, your family, your work colleagues, check him out. He's sort of up and coming, he's a bit of a beginner. And maybe I can get enough views and enough people to subscribe where I'll keep making these videos. Hey, if you're watching, I'll keep making. And as I say, this isn't the only project that I'm going to have. There will be certainly 2 other projects. The second project could last a while. It's not a journeyman as such, but it's similar, but it's not. Again, there's limitations to what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do, and etc. So let's move on without there is further ado, not much further ado, but there is some more delay on revealing the team I've chosen to manage. It is a Championship club, however, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult. I'm pretty certain they're going to be limited funds. They were a Premier League outfit, and they've actually done really well. I won't tell you any more. I'll reveal all on the next clip. So viewers, if you fancy seeing me manage a Championship side and trying to get them to the Premier League within 5 years, come on over and watch. Hey there viewers, and welcome to this FM21 save with me, Mr. Cuddly. As you can see, the suspense, it's gone. We are going to be a Blackburn Rovers. Of course, who remembers the Alan Shearer goals? You know, the SNS, Shearer, Sutton, Tim Flowers, the ball famously bouncing over his arm as he goes to collect it. All that sort of stuff is out the window, and we are going to be Blackburn Rovers, and let's see how far we can go in this save of Sleeping Giants. So viewers, here we are. As you can see, 31,363 as a capacity. A 3-star reputation. Media prediction is 12th. So we'll have to see if we can do a little bit better and maybe, I don't know, see. So, okay, let's have a quick look at the team then. So, okay, they think the 4-3-2-1 or the 4-1-2-2-1. Harvey Elliott on loan till 21st from Liverpool. Could be a useful player. Don't really know much about Harvey Elliott. Okay. Wow, okay, yeah, so he's attacking midfield. Okay, so we might have a slight issue here playing this formation with someone like Harvey Elliott. We've got Bradley Dack as well, and Bradley Dack plays the same sort of position. No, he's a attacking midfield right. Sorry viewers, I didn't see that. He can play that or an inverted winger. Okay, yep, I'm happy with this so far. Is that Stuart Downing? It is, yeah. 36 years of age. Well, I think there's a position we need to play. Players using the club's youth system. Sign players under the age of 22 for the future. 22. I've heard of 23, not 22. That could be tricky. Work within a wage budget. Pretty standard. Sky Bet Championship. Reach playoffs minimum. Their prediction is 12. But they want me to reach the playoff. Of course, yeah. Media prediction is 12th. The club are telling me they want a playoff position. FA Cup to reach the 4th round as a minimum. Well, I find that hard with a Premier League side, let alone a Championship. Carabao Cup, reach 3rd round. That's about right for certainly my level. Work towards gaining promotion to the Premier League. Okay, so yeah, reasonable, fairly straightforward. So we'll stick with the save for Blackburn. And we're going to go in, just have a little look at the squad, etc. I'm pretty certain you all don't want to do this. I might edit a few little bits in. There's going to be some transfers to make. Pretty substandard stuff, really, that we've all done before. So, right, let's talk transfers, viewers. Ins and outs. Well, really not outs, because there is no outs. Wardrobe change, by the way. Now got the cap on. Yeah, no outs really as yet. Potentially, probably not, no. Nobody wants to buy any of my players apart from my right back. I only have one right back in the squad. I've had to get a right back from the under-23s and he's dire. He's terrible. So really, I'm trying to offload a couple of players to get a bit of money in so I can literally go out and buy some form of right back for backup because I've got nobody. The right back I currently have has pretty much played every pre-season game. He's calling out for a rest. And what do you know, he's going to be picked for the up-and-coming game in the Carabao Cup versus none other than Harrogate Town, who I do believe would be an interesting save on FM21 anyway. So, on we go with ins. So, my first in that I personally signed was Remy Walter. Now, I signed him as a central midfielder, a deep-line playmaker, or maybe the Mazzala. Maybe box-to-box, probably not advanced. More box-to-box, I suppose. Not bad, good first touch, good passing, good technique, good mentals, and apart from jumping reach, he's got fairly good physicals. So picked him up on a free, current value now 4.1. 3-star current and potential is 3.5. So yeah, again, I thought that was a good purchase. Excuse me. Emile Smith-Rowe from Arsenal, excellent physicals, balanced jumping reach, not so good. He's going to play out on the left. However, that was the plan. He was to play out on the left, but I've been playing somebody else there, and they've had a cracking pre-season. So he's probably going to play the 10 role. He's probably going to play the attacking midfielder just behind the forward. So he's got, good crossing, dribbling's good, first touch 13, long shots 12, passing 13, good technique, good vision, all round quite a sturdy player, and obviously he's going to improve. He's 3.5 stars. Potential is going to be 5, already valued at 10.7. He's an Arsenal player, and I'm pretty certain he'll remain an Arsenal player for years to come. So he was the second one I've brought in, and the third one from Manchester United. I've decided to bring in a centre half. Pretty poor in the centre half for Blackburn. They're not exactly gifted with centre halves, if I'm honest. There's 2 good centre halves here, but they need a bit more competition. I thought I'd bring this guy in to help. Absolutely terrible at heading. The idea for me was a covering centre half because of my formation I'm going to play. I'm going to play quite high up the pitch with tiki-taka, so he would be a good covering defender. So I kind of brought him in for that reason. He's got a good 16 pace. I actually didn't see his acceleration. 15. So yeah, he is brought in for that reason. He probably will play. He's played quite a lot already pre-season. We've seemed to have done alright in pre-season. Struggled at first with the formation, but managed to get there. And then there was just a few players down here at the bottom that my club decided to sign for the under-23s. So let them run that. They can do that. I did notice we had Barry Douglas on loan. Very, very good technical player, left-sided. He can play further up the pitch if required. Worst case, midfield left, but he will be playing left back, full back position. Excellent. So he's good physicals, good mentals, and fantastic technical, which is what we want. Free kick taking. He's a great crosser, so we need to really utilise that if we're to push forward. But we're not really playing that sort of system at the moment. So anyone really would fit playing that role, but we go with Barry Douglas because he's performed really well. Stuart Downing, trying to get him out of the club. Don't really want him. Daniel Ayala from Middlesbrough. So he was already at the club. He was signed before I arrived. He's just a central defender. He's good at with his heading. He's good at marking. He's good at the defensive things he needs to do, and he's got great leadership at 16 as well. Physicals, okay. Jumping is good. Pace, not good at all. So he certainly won't be a covering defender for me. He's got good strength. So mentally, he's there. He's probably what we're going to need. Spanish, 29 years of age, so he's not going to have much time with the club anyway. So valued at 3.6, 3-star current, 3-star potential. He's getting no better. So yeah, he will be used. I'm not too sure. I'm still struggling at the minute with who I'm going to sort of play at the back. And that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it, viewers, for the ins and outs that I'm aware of that I needed to discuss. Had a few loan signings that I decided against, mainly because the amount of players we've got already on loan. I think we're only allowed 4 in the Championship long term anyway, and I think I've got 5, so there is going to be a bit of an issue. Not everyone's going to be happy. It's going to have to be a rotation. I bought a few players in from the under-23s. Let me quickly show you them. So we brought in, of course he's injured. He's a promising little forward. I'm struggling with forwards. So, he's got good physicals, mentals. He's got good composure for a 20-year-old. So I thought he might be able to come in. He can play, obviously, up front. He's probably coming in just to be around the first team squad, if I'm being honest. I think Jack Vale was another one. Was Jack Vale another one? Yeah, Jack Vale was another one, 19 years of age. And I'm thinking, again, just be around the first team. He's got great potential. So, you put him with the better players, you put him in the core groups, and he seems to, the idea is they would seem to play and get used to, the formations, the people, the players, just the whole general experience, really. And the one for me that I've really had a look at and actually really, really do like him, he probably just won't make the... I don't think he's going to make the matchday squads. He's probably going to be used more for cup games this season. It's Jacob Davenport. I quite like this guy for a midfield player. He's a ball-winning midfielder. 2.5 stars current, 3.5 stars at potential at the moment, 21 years of age. He's got excellent physicals for me. I like that, and I love his mental side of it. Mentally, I think he's fantastic. Okay, first touch, 12, probably acceptable. No more than 12, I like to go for things like that. But, you could work a bit more on technical. But I think the guy's got quite a bit of talent there. There's something there that I do like. And I actually think he'd be a good loan deal for someone in the Championship. Maybe not as who isn't blessed with as many midfielders as I am. I've got too many. But we're trying to cut down and get rid of players. So this is my right back that I was discussing. This is the only right back I have at the club. Ryan Nyambi. Don't know much. I won't lie. I don't know much about the guy. He's clearly, he's played enough football for us. So at the moment, we've got no funds. Can't really bring. So here's the finances. I'm already spending over. So I'm relying on selling 3 players that I'm trying to get rid of to allow some money to come back in, to put back into the wage budget. And on top of that, I need to find a right back. Any ideas, suggestions for anyone that's watching, please leave comments below. Also with a subscribe. So viewers, this brings us up to date. So what I will do, I think I will treat you with our first game of the season, which will be a Carabao Cup game against Harrogate. So we'll see you over there. So viewers, here we are, and we are at our first game of the season in this Carabao Cup. And we are playing Harrogate Town, which for them I'm sure is it's good. It's a good thing. They get some good numbers in. I'm not sure if the game's going to allow them to have fans actually at their stadium. I'm not sure if I'm playing it here or if I'm at Doncaster, so I need to just check that. Corey Evans on the bench there, not going to happen. He's going to come off. I'm going to put Davenport there. In fact, I'm going to start Davenport we're going to leave Davenport on the bench. Rankin Costello's just come back from injury, so he won't be playing. He's probably not. Yeah, he may come on as a sub. Let me see. So yeah, defensive. I'm going to go with my back 4. He's still travelling. I was going to go with my back 4 from that I want to play in the league, but I won't be able to do that now. So Walter, Smith Rowe, Armstrong, Elliott. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Let me see. Lewis Holtby, I think I want to put him. We'll put him on for Travis. Right, okay, that'll do. So, viewers, we are going to play this system, and we are going to play a tiki-taka football. Get the ball down, pass it around, patient build-up. I say patient, I want us to be moving the ball quickly. And let's see how we get on. We've seemed to have done alright in pre-season. So, here we go, viewers. It's shit or bust. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. Team selection. Alright, only 3 players have an issue with it. Okay, that's fine. Incidentally, the first game of the season would be against none other than Bournemouth. So, are you going to be able to judge how your season's going to go off that? I'm not overly sure. So, yeah, alright, let's tell them that. I'm not going to be extremely ecstatic. So, right, so viewers, here we go. So we have a throw, Nyambi to Elliott. Elliott to Walter. Berriton. Berriton plays it to Armstrong. Oh, keeper's made a save. Close range. So I'm expecting things from Smith Rowe this season. Got him in from the Arsenal, hoping he can do some, work some magic, create some space, find some space, get a few goals on himself as well. We can see how it goes. If not, we've got Bradley Dack going to be coming back, pushing for a starting place. So it's going to be interesting. I do fear someone would miss out, and it could be Brereton, who's actually playing up front. I mean, because there's potential to put Armstrong where he is now, leave Smith Rowe where he is, and put Bradley Dack up front on his own. But, I'm only going to do that if players aren't playing well. And talking about players not playing well, I'm getting a little bit worried with the highlights that it's still goalless half-time. We're at home to Harrogate. No offence to Harrogate Town, but we should be comfortably winning this game. I'm going to have to give him a little shout and just demand more for the whole team. So, Ayala out to Nyambi. Goes long, which is not what I've asked you to do. I've asked you to pass. Why would you go long when I've asked you to play the ball around? I've asked you to play the ball tiki-taka. I am playing tiki-taka here, aren't I? And we've done it again. We've done it again. We are playing tiki-taka. I mean, this is... Yeah, it's Football Manager. It's always going to happen, isn't it? As they say in World of Football Manager, you've been FM'd. For a second then, I didn't think I was recording. Completely forgot that I left it recording. Right, okay, so let's make some changes because this is not happening. Smith Rowe needs to come off. Oh my god, who am I going to bring on? Right, I'm going to go to my tactics and look at it this way. So Smith Rowe needs to come off, really. We'll put Rothwell on there. Can Armstrong play centre? Not really, no. Okay. So we will go back to tactics. So no, I'm back. I just can't get you off. I cannot get you off. So let's see if we can get Armstrong off. We will get Armstrong off and we'll go with Costello. He's struggling in midfield. Right, okay, we'll play Lewis Holtby in. So, fresh legs. Fingers crossed. Every save I do, anyone that watches my saves will know I just struggle in the cups. I cannot get a good cup run with a Premier League team or anybody. So Nyambi out on the wide right. What's he going to do? Plays it to Walters. Walters. Oh, good save. Come on, Blackburn. Let's do this. Sleeping Giants here. Douglas on the far side to Rothwell. Rothwell squares to Walters. Walters inside to Nyambi. Nyambi shoots and Brereton gets a touch. But of course, it's going to be disallowed for offside. Oh, we know what's going to happen here, guys. We can see it. We are going to be FM'd to the core. We are going to be FM'd. We will lose on a penalty shootout to Harrogate in my first competitive game on this episode of Sleeping Giants. I can see it. It's in the stars. It's not, and it's to not win, I can assure you. So we are going to ask the assistant, because it makes no freaking difference. We should have been winning. Oh, you know what? They're not happy, are they? Right, let me just pause. Let me change the camera for the penalties. I think we will go behind goal. I do like penalties behind goal like this. Right, let's fingers crossed, guys. Come on, Blackburn. So the first penalty, yeah, taken well. 1-0 to the gate. So Elliott steps up for Blackburn, left-footed. Oh, keeper makes a save. I knew it, I just knew it, viewers. I'm going to get FM'd on the first game. I've played... Jones steps up. Yep, I've played my best 11. I've played my best 11. That's fit and able to play. Douglas now going to step up. Left-footed once again. Can he score? Yes, he can. Miller is going to step forward for the gate. Left-footed once again. Where's he going to go? Oh, he's put it wide. Blackburn have been given a lifeline. Right, Walter. It's on Walter. The player I brought in, left-footed. Oh my God, he ain't taking one of them again. That was the chance. That was the chance. Oh, this is piss poor. Piss poor, boys. I cannot go out in the first round again. Yeah, listen, I manage Premier League clubs. And when I manage the Premier League clubs, the same shite happens over and over. I never get past the third round of this cup. It's fixed, viewers. Unless I'm Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, never going to get far in this. So we need to save from Burrell. Goalie needs to save. Otherwise, Harrogate have got a famous victory as far as I can see. Yeah, they're through. Do you know what? Oh, fuck this. I'm already pissed off. And it's only the first game, not even the official league game. It's the first game of the season. Oh, my God. Tempted to just bugger it off, viewers. It's all downhill from here, innit? Right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, viewers. And I hope you subscribed on the bottom. If not, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Give me a tick or a thumbs up. Even some comments. Would you have played the same team? Would you have played different formation? Would you have played your second team for the excuse? Comments, let me know. Until then, viewers, we'll catch you on episode 2, which will be starting the league campaign. So, how exciting can this get? Can we climb to the top? Are we going to fall to the bottom? Join us to find out.